I'm angry. Like, I'm angry at people. Even abantwana bazi, so I feel invisible. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's because my mom was like my biggest hype man. My mom would tell me, you're strong, you're a fighter. People at your age don't do this. You've achieved so much in Ini. Now, I have to create voices in my head that tell me that. I haven't seen my father since we buried my mom. When we got out of the hospital, Newsroom Africa is calling, ENCA is calling. When we get to the house, there's already people outside with cameras.
Media.
Yeah. How do they know?
You haven't even had a glass of water. There's media flooding your
My kid doesn't know and she's in the house. I had to call my helper, like, do not tell her anything. This is what has happened. Please just open for the family. She's like, there's people with cameras outside.
The show is Engineer Your Life, and I'm Lungelo, KM. Today is not a different conversation. We're still sticking to that theme of great conversations. I'm sitting with a young woman, and I'll say young because women have everlasting youth.
Yes.
I'm sitting with a young woman who has something to share with us about a legend in this country of ours and in the diaspora of Africa and more, because of what she's left in this society. If you haven't seen who she looks like, then keep listening and you'll see exactly what I mean. Sis Nothando, Mabuza, how's your heart today?
Heavy. Very heavy. Very tired. Yeah.
That's not a good place to be in.
It's not.
Ne?
It's not. But we move.
Do we have to move though?
Yes. It's the only way to survive.
Ne?
It is the only way to survive.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Why are you Mabuza and not the surname I think you should be?
Because my parents were married when they had me.
Okay.
So I used my dad's surname.
Okay. And your mama said, I'm chucking the surname back.
Yeah. Although now I wish, growing up, I also didn't want to have the surname.
Sure.
Already the fact that I look like her was a lot.
Yes.
And then the surname was just going to add a lot of pressure. So I was grateful to not have the surname. But now I'm like, I would want to have that surname.
It would have been something to hold on to, something beautiful, right?
Yeah.
I get that. Why do you think then you were like, I didn't want it back then?
Because growing up, I went through a lot of bullying because of my mom. I went through a lot of confusion in terms of who my friends are. And I felt like I didn't want people to know who my mom was because I'd be treated differently. And differently would be either in a super great way or a super terrible way, So I never wanted people to know because I think I wanted to just be normal, Yeah.
There was no sense of normality you could exist in as soon as your mom's name came up.
Yes. Yeah. You would literally see people change. When people don't know who my mom is, they would treat you probably ngangena. Sanibonani yebo kunjani? Hayi siyaphila. Hayi yazi umntana kabani impeke. Oh hello. Uzohlala lana man. Hey and ufana naye. And I'm like, wow.
Sure.
So for me, I would just prefer that people do not know, but the face.
Would you say growing up famous then is a distorted way of growing up?
I would. I would. You only find yourself when you've literally grown up because you don't know. It's very hard for you to trust people when you grow up like that.
Sure.
So I've struggled with a lot of trust, and it came from, the friends, and, you would grow connections with people, and then eventually it would deteriorate, especially, when you wouldn't provide the things that they expect to happen. And in my teenage years, we're going out, it's parties, it's free entrances, and everyone wants to be your friend because you're that girl. And then immediately when now you're focused on like school and there's no more parties, you see people distancing themselves. So everyone's here for their own, people are opportunists. That's how I've sort of, I know your motive. The minute you say hi to me, I already know what's up. In the conversation, I'm able to tell, what is it that you want from me?
Look, I was raised by a very ordinary teacher who was doing amazing things in schools, right? So I don't have the perspective of growing up with a famous parent. I didn't realize that a parent's career can influence a child so much to the negative detriment. Do you think it's the lived experience of most kids in your situation?
I think so. Especially, I would say people that lived like us, because there's different types of celebrities. There's those that live that high lifestyle. That my mom was a very average person. You wouldn't know Wuti as understand like my mom was always very neutral. She was never a flashy person. So I also prefer to hang out with, I was born in Soweto. So being Ploma na bantwana basekas.
Sure.
And then when I found that I would make friends with like other celebrity kids who grew up in Sandton, or we're different. We're still different.
Yeah.
And I went to a public school, whereas they went to private schools, and obviously the next kid's dad is a whatever. But with me, I was like the it girl. Let's focus on her.
Sure.
Her negatives are out there. Her positives are out there. One mistake, it's out there. So I was very like, I had to be cautious about everything. So I lived my life like walking on eggshells.
So you'd say because your mother kept you in that normal environment, because I feel like she was trying to give you a normal life as possible, so that you don't feel left out in society. But in an extent, that also caused issues because you stood out.
Yes, a lot. We stood out. Sure. Like I remember high school. I went to a school in Benoni from grade 8 to grade 9. And at that time, my mom was working on Rhythm City. And then my mom purchased a house in Kempton Park. So Benoni was my grand's house. And I lived with my grand. I couldn't live with my mom. My mom was busy. She was shooting this and shooting that. So when my mom bought that house in Norkham Park, in Kempton Park, I switched schools and then went to a school in that area. And when I got there, I have to now blend.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I didn't last 2 months at that school.
Take me in.
So I went to the school in January and I moved in with my mom. Now, this was the first time after my parents divorced. My parents got divorced when I was in primary school. And so when they got divorced, we moved to live with my grandmother because my mom was traveling and my dad was in Soweto with the house. So when I moved in with my mom, it was the first time I actually got to live with my mom in grade 10, where I would experience my mom.
In her fullness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I moved there. I'm excited. I joined the school and I asked my mom not to go to school with me on that first day. I went to school. I just asked her, I said, just stay away.
Yeah.
I went to the school and, when I got to the school, the teachers were already, hi man, ufana na someone. And so the principal comes and says, I know the surname. Is your mom? And I'm like, yes, she is. So now the word started getting out amongst the teachers, and then it started going out to the school. Eventually, March hits, the whole school knows who I am, right? Then there was this netball match between my old school
and your new school.
And my new school. Now, I've always blended at that old school.
Yes.
Although the school in Benoni, my main issue there was racism, but I never experienced bullying or anything that has to do with my mom. Also because my brother went there, so they were just used to us.
Sure.
So when that netball match happened, I was with my old people, in that new uniform. Ganti, I'm digging my own hole. The next day when I got to school, there was subs. There was a teacher that was absent, and we're chilling in the subs room, and that whole team of netball girls, like all 7 of them, beat me to a pulp. Like, I got beaten so bad. The teachers were watching, and I was just like, where am I? This is just crazy. No one would help me. Lungelo, I ran out. And they're just watching, I ran out. I went to the office. I'm like, call my mom. I'm bleeding and nyakuka. My mom's on set at Rhythm City. The producer's like, we can't take her off set, you know? I'm like, okay, who do I call? Luckily at that time, Usis Noktula, who played Tidi, my mom's daughter on the show, she lived around the area as well.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, ngicela sifone Noktula. They called Noktula. Noktula came, took me to the hospital. My mom found out later when she had knocked off that this had happened. And she was kind of angry at the production, you know? Anyway, I went to hospital. Following day, my mom was like, I'm not going to work. We're going to that school. Oh man. If there was one thing about my mom fought for us. Like, even if we were wrong, because we are so
Yeah.
just so you understand, we got to the school. My mom literally went in, spoke to the principal. She asked to see all those girls and marched them down to the police station. My mom called her Kwantam. Why are Kwantam? What's he? Sai police station, yes, and Kim. And when my mom got there, she called Banyaza, you know, the ministers, like, it was a big deal. Then I left the school and went back to that old school. And now I had to move back with my grandmother because I couldn't commute to school. And I felt like that also broke that one chance that I had to.
With mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had to matriculate still living with my grandmother.
Do you feel like your mother's demanding acting career cost you time with her?
Yes.
Sure.
Especially as a child. My dad wasn't there. My mom wasn't there. She was there, but physically my mom was not there. So I was raised by my grandmother and my brother and my sisters, you know. So I also felt like, I think this is where also my music career developed. I was not somebody who could just speak to anybody about anything. Also because of my trust issues over the years. And then the only way now was to write raps. And I would record them on my phone and like have a beat going and then I'd send it to my mom.
Sure.
And my mom would get it and she'd be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I heard this verse, you know. And that's how I started my music career, because I used to send my mom voice notes of me rapping.
It's a love language between you two. Yeah.
I couldn't call my mom and be like, this is what's going on. I'm sad about this. I'd have to put it in a song and then send it to her. So that's how we used to communicate.
Yeah. Also because she's on set, so a voice note she can listen to when she gets her phone back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You said you were heavy-hearted. Why are we heavy-hearted?
Because the world is a cold place for someone who does not have a mother. It is the coldest place to be in. Like, I never knew. I knew that, you know, Lungelo, my biggest fear was losing my mom. Angsabi muntu, angsabi spamu, angsabi muntu, angsabi nix. I'm quite a brave person. I'm a strong girl. I've been in plenty of situations where, like, there's nothing that can shake me. My biggest fear was losing my mom. And it was, who's going to be there after my mom? It's not like I was close to my siblings. I was close to my mom, you know? And when that time came, I saw everyone that my mom was a giver. My mom was a community person. I thought that when my mom passed away, because she's already built this sense of community for me, I would be safe. But I have never felt so dropped by people I never thought, people that my mom would pay school fees for their children, people that my mom would, mama bekafonela mina thandazi anginamali nemara usibani ucele ini umntanakhe yabo ngicela ukhiphe lapha emalini yakhe yesikole. I had a school, I ran a school at her house. Ngikhiphe emalini yesikole siboleka abanye abantu. And when my mom left, I couldn't call anyone, or I would call someone, pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm struggling a little bit. Ngicela 500 rand. Umuntu wakhona athi thanda nathi sinabantwana yazi. And I'm like, wow. I never thought that people are like that. And that was my biggest fear right there. So my perspective on the world is
cold.
I'm angry. Like, I'm angry at people. Even abantwana bazi, you know, so I feel invisible. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's because my mom was like my biggest hype man. My mom would tell me, you're strong, you're a fighter. People at your age don't do this. You know, you've achieved so much in Ini. Now, I have to create voices in my head that tell me that. Because that person, I've always had insecurities growing up. Obviously, parents are divorced. Mother is famous. I can't do this. If I'm seen with this guy, it's going to be out. If I'm seen with this person. So I've always lived like scared and with anxiety, you know? And my mom would somehow be able to like take that anxiety away from me and give me a sense of belonging. My mom reminded me who I was. Like, my mom would look at me and say, "Yabona ukuthi uyakhula manje, next week you're going to be fine." And I would be like, "Kanjani?" Ati praying. It's, oh my God. Like,
Not that prayer thing.
oh, come on, dude. You know? But now there's no one I can call because I know that if I call Aunt Banban yokhuluma no Rakgadi Mang Mang.
Aklebe and take your story and make it petty gossip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because my mom looked out for a lot of people. And it's not just people that are outside. There's certain family members as well that I question. My father. I haven't seen my father since we buried my mom. I haven't seen in fact, I got sick in January and that's when I saw, because I was on the brink of death. And that's when I saw my dad. So my dad doesn't show up unless like my life. So I think also my anger is, I thought that I was angry at God that you took the wrong parent.
Sure.
I won't lie. Like, I remember even on the day at the hospital, I literally was like, you took the wrong parent. Like, I'm sorry to say, but my mom was my mom and my dad. I didn't feel...
that gap.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. I didn't. Now I feel like I'm an orphan. And Baba Miapila, he's alive.
Your mother, the legend, Connie Chiume, you'll help me with pronunciation. Am I getting it right? Chiume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
An absolute legend, as you mentioned, Rhythm City, Black Panther, the list goes on, the amazing productions that she's been a part of. For us, it was very sudden that your mother was ill. We were not aware that she's ill.
Yeah.
Was it something that you guys were keeping as a family? Take me a few months back before your mother passed away and take me what was going on in her life that we weren't privy to.
So Uma was shooting Meet the Kumalos in April last year.
2024.
Yes.
Okay.
And I remember on the last day they were shooting, she told me that they had gotten a doctor for her. She's not feeling well. There's something wrong with her stomach, but she's flying back home. She thinks she needs to see a doctor. And I didn't really, it was like, oh, okay, you'll be fine,
Sure.
And she came home and she was fine. It's not like she was bega kula. Bega patwanji is sisu, especially after she eats, she gets pains. And then this happened until the 31st of May, where she had an appointment to go and get what is it? Where they put the camera down the throat to check what's going on in the stomach.
Yes.
And we took her to a hospital in Benoni, and we took her there on the 31st. And she woke up. I wasn't living with my mom at the time. I was out. So I was there that morning. So she's making toast. She's happy. It's like, hey, Tando, I got to talk and we're thinking, I hope they find what this problem is. And from your Sigwa,
Yeah.
No, you're sharp. Just camera work and then you're coming home.
Sure.
She left. My brother took her to the hospital around 7 a.m. Around 12, she sends me a message and says like, please come to the hospital. I'm not feeling okay. I think they're going to transfer me. I go to the hospital. I'm like, what did they do? Because
you were just supposed to go for a check. Yeah.
My mom was crying. I've never heard my mom cry like that. I'll never forget that. My mom was crying. She was screaming. Then my other brother joined me at the hospital. And then now she had to be transferred that night into ICU, net care in Joburg. She went into ICU. We went to that hospital. And the doctor said, I think her small intestine, something's wrong with the small intestine. They need to sew it back together. I don't remember, but it was something to do with the small intestine. And then they said they would do the camera thing again. They would check again. We left. On the 4th of June, my mom's birthday is on the 5th. On the 4th of June, she went for the first op. They had to go try and sew that thing back together. So my mom was sedated from the 4th until the 6th. She missed her birthday. When we went to go see her after that op, she's on pipes. She has a pipe in her throat. We're just like, okay, what is going on? Like, I don't understand. The doctor draws a diagram explaining this intestine has intertwined with this one, and we've had to, hey, Yazin, okay, fine. Time goes by, the whole June goes by, she's still in hospital. Eventually, she's okay enough to speak. Bakipama pipe, she's able to talk to us, but we've been communicating just by writing to each other. And then we just decided we're not going to tell anybody where she is, what's going on. We just spoke to her agent, but to listen, any jobs right now, this is what's going on, but you guys will see how you word it to the people. We were a very private family. We don't like, talking about what happens. Anyway, July, another operation again. And now this time they leave it open. They say we need to see because she keeps getting infections. Then she does another operation again. They need to go clean out the infection. Then another one again, she has to clean out the infection. Then she goes on life support. End of July, she goes on life support. After a week, she's off life support. She's breathing again. Guys, what's going on? August hits. And I remember it was on a Monday. It was the 5th of August. And mind you, in June, we had went to Afro Nation. So my mom, in her hospital bed, she said, you guys are going to that trip. You'll come back, because we had called off everything.
Sure.
You guys cannot be so stressed for so many months. Just go, How in August, on the 5th of August, she's like, you guys, she's writing down. She's back on the pipes. She's writing down, can you please go buy me Nivea and soap, and bring me a Bible and my TD Jakes book. Okay. I leave. I go get those things. I come back with them. My other brother's there in the afternoon. This is the 5th. And then I put the lotion there, but I was just like, I'm Kovisa, I shaved her. I put Vaseline on her. Like, her feet, I was massaging her. Something that day was like, do not leave. I don't know, Lungelo. I'm Christian. Listen, my faith is in God. But something was like, do not leave that Bible. Let her read and take it, I left the Bible. She knocks because she can't talk. She knocks and she tells me to come back. I come back. She holds my hand and then she looks at me and then I read her lips. She just said, I love you. And I'm like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. As I'm about to walk out, the doctor walks in. The doctor's like, oh, I'm glad you guys are here. I caught you just before you're leaving. No, man, everything is going okay. She's getting better. The infection is gone. She's okay. Maybe in about 2-3 weeks time, let's look at, maybe she'll be leaving. In a week, let me look at closing the op. This is the 5th. Doctor Stele, me and my brother the doctor. We pray over my mom. The doctor's thanking God for guiding him in this op. We are singing. It was for me, I had so much hope that this doctor is actually thanking God. That means it's real. She's coming out.
Yeah.
We went home. I left the Bible there. I opened for her. I opened a verse for her. I left it there. And we left. We went home. And then on Tuesday, I wake up sick. Now I'm in my own apartment. My daughter is at my mom's house with the helper. My brother also lives there with his kids. I'm at my apartment in one. And ukula, you could see, I know what labor pain is. I felt like I was in labor that morning. I called the helper. I'm like, please call someone to come and pick me up. I don't know what's going on. I'm sick. I get to my mom's house. I'm throwing up. I'm not feeling well. My daughter comes out of school at 1. She had netball on that day. At 2:00, I get to the school. As I'm walking to the gate, my phone rings. Hi, it's Netcare. We're doing recess. Please come to the hospital. We're doing recess. Okay.
Just like that.
Wait, in my mind, I'm like recess.
Within 5 seconds, that's all. They go straight to that point.
Yeah. Hi, it's us at the hospital. We're doing recess. Please come to the hospital with your siblings. Oh. My daughter's walking out of the gates. I'm just like, whoa. I felt I don't know, like an out-of-body experience. I don't know. Bengathi ngiyahlukana noma mama at the time, angazi. I get to the car, they call again. How fast can you guys get here? I'm like, please just tell me what's going on. We're doing recess. My daughter's like, is that the hospital? What's going on? She's 8. Is that the hospital? What's going on? I'm like, nothing. I call my brother. My brother's not picking up. My older brother. He's usually around Joburg, so I thought he would get there faster. He's not answering the phone. I call my sister. I'm like, we need to go to the hospital. She's like, okay. I call my other brother, Lungelo. Dude, now me and this brother are close. I'm like, dude, they called me. They're doing recess. I need you to go to the hospital, and I need you to be strong for whatever we're going to find there. I call my help. I say, go put me uthathumtani. I'm off. I go to Ghost's house. Papa goes from Big Brother. He's my best friend. I go to Ghost and I'm like, Ghosty, my mom is gone. And I don't think I'll be able to drive to the hospital. Ghost mother comes out. Ghost mother's like, Tando, I need you to prepare yourself for what you're going to find at the hospital. I get in Ghost's car. I leave my car at Ghost's house. We drive. As I'm driving, I just felt better. I was not sick anymore. Those pains were gone. I just felt like, okay. I look at Ghost, I'm like, Ghost, you can slow down, bruh. She's gone. Because Ghost is yellow lining, I'm like, she's gone. We get to the hospital, thola umamfundisi wethu. My mom always felt like she felt her mom in that woman. And it's funny because she had just came to come and pray for my mom that day. So it's not like she was called to come there, but it was such a coincidence that she was there. And my mom requested that she comes and prays for her when she's free because she was out of the country. It's funny that that woman was there on that day. When we get to the hospital, we can't go in. My friend is like, guys, sit down. They're busy with her. My sister just starts crying. I'm like, they're busy with her doing what? She doesn't want to talk, but I can see Wuti, you know. So my older brother now walks in and just storms right into the hospital. He goes in there, but he's there for a while. I go in there, I storm in there, but I can see when you're walking into the doctor's office thing, because it's the ICU ward, there's the nurse's rest station thing. So they're all in there, but I can see my mom's room, the curtains are closed. And then I walked in and I looked at my brother's face and I looked at the doctor and the doctor just shook his head and I died. I literally like Nothando died that day and I became a different person. I just screamed like, why? I even asked the doctor, what did you do? I was here yesterday. You guys prayed with us. Like, what do you mean? She's gone. Yo, I could see like my future just doing this and everything just didn't make sense. Like, how am I gonna manage the house? How am I gonna raise this child? I think I became a mom on that day because my mom raised my child for me. Thank you. You know? Hey, like, who do I call first? And then my brother gets a call from his friend, Ntanga, is it true? Okay, how do people already know? Now I'm sitting there on my Canva typing a statement so I can post it on Instagram. I'm crying. I'm trying to make sense. I have to post it so that people know before they hear rumors. And before I post, we have to call our family members. There's people in Malawi. We had to make calls at the hospital. We make the calls, we post the thing, our phones go off, it just goes crazy. What do we do from here? Angas. They ask us to go and see her. So, you know, growing up, like I'm big, I don't even look, you know. But that day I was like, I'm going to hug my mom. And we walked into the room and the bed was like this high now because it usually was. She was literally down, down, down. And there was just blood, you know. And she had gray braids. And I just held her and I just looked at her and I just said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Like, that's all. I wish I could have woken up and just said thank you. My mom did it all. At that moment, I realized my mom gave me all the tools I needed to survive. And then, yeah, we said bye to her. They gave us her belongings. And when we got out of the hospital, Newsroom Africa is calling. EMC is calling. When we get to the house, there's already people outside with cameras.
Media.
Yeah. How do they know?
You haven't even had a glass of
No.
water. There's media flooding
My
your
kid
kids.
doesn't know when she's in the house. I had to call my helper, like, do not tell her anything. This is what has happened. Please just open for the family. She's like, there's people with cameras outside. And then, Dr. John Kanye was one of the first people to arrive. And then people just started pouring in at that point. I'm just like, okay, I gotta stop crying. Saying tatama awards, fake camera, tatama TV, fake my camera. Now people are coming. Yes, but isn't this likely in my mom's stuff?
Valuable.
I need to take what I can protect and start putting away because I've watched enough. I'm a true crime person, and so I know when there's gonna be this, that's gonna be missing after the funeral. Now I have to go to Nkama because segugwamla. I'm like segugwam. Uguti fridge vulwa ngaki seba pheka ini. Now I have to be there's no time to cry. Mumfundis came to the house to come tell the kids, my brother's kids and my daughter. I couldn't tell her. And then, yeah, it was the 6th of August at 2 p.m. when she passed away.
Why did you see the importance of literally minutes from knowing that your mom is now late to be sitting on your phone and releasing a statement?
Because we didn't want people to... You know how it is when a celebrity dies. Is it true? Is it not true? I'm sure we just wanted to get it out there before other people start changing the story. Then it becomes... I immediately thought, protect my mom's legacy now. Because it could have been any story. It could have been any lie. Mm-hmm. So if she's going to go out with the truth and they're going to hear it from us. Mm-hmm. My mom passed away at Nedcare and she had this problem and this is what happened.
Do you feel the media respected that day? On the day?
No, but what do we expect? It is what it is. It's the way it is. Kunjalo, man.
But it doesn't make it right. You know? I mean, the coming to be outside of your house before you even know. How did they know?
We had just released a statement.
Yeah.
Because we're at the hospital when we released the statement.
Sure.
So by the time we got home, the thing is, how do people even know what's it?
Where's home?
Yeah. So we had to appoint Upesi Vilakazi as our media person.
Yeah.
Because it was just crazy.
Yeah. During the week of the funeral, do you feel that industry now treated your mother with the dignity she deserved?
Yes, absolutely. Not even the industry, the whole world. The whole entire world. New York Times wrote a beautiful article. Abu Ruth Carter.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler. Lupita. Oh man, those people. Listen, everybody, to our president. Everyone treated my mom with the respect that she deserved.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
It's not always the story with actors and actresses, though. Something you said that hit me, that you didn't want her to leave this world with a tainted legacy, right? But actors, it seems like it's the norm now, especially on social media, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, where it'll be like, she was broke. She didn't save money. She was on narcotics. She was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Why do you think that wasn't the narrative with your mom?
The thing is, we didn't give people enough to even speculate anything.
Okay.
Right now, uhlele across me, you don't even know whether I've received inheritance or not. My mom, by her making us live that normal life, we don't have to feel that pressure now.
Okay.
I feel like it affects the ones more who had that lifestyle. You know, had those cars, had those TV shows. Sifuna ukubona phela ukuthi mama kokushiyeleni so drive so hlala kuphi so qokani.
Yeah.
The way ngingakhona namhlanje is the way I've always been. So it's very hard to tell. And I'll leave people with those speculations.
Is there a feasible career that one can have in acting? Because you witnessed your mom build a career for so long, and some actors really die as paupers. But you speak of a house, you speak of net care. It shows that your mother took care of you guys, took care of herself, and even for her afterlife.
Yeah.
Is it possible to build something that's solid as an actor?
It is. And I'm very grateful to have had my mom as my teacher, seeing as I'm in the same industry.
Yes.
My mom was very, like, I think her 47 years in this industry has taught her, it doesn't help ukuba nendlu entabeni guno Black Panther manje, then ihambile, then you wait for the next day. It doesn't help.
Sure.
So my mom was always
practical.
Very, very practical.
Yeah.
Very practical. The basic things you need, she would go, they don't give them medical aid when they pull out from the agency. The agency doesn't take a medical aid fee. My mom knew she had to get medical aid. My mom knew she had to buy a house and insure it and have a will on it. She did that. My mom knew, and these are things that, you know, even when we were reading the will, these are things that she did in 2020 when she bought in 2012 when she bought the house, when we moved to Norcom.
Yes.
My mom had started putting her affairs in order for the afterlife.
Sure.
But Dallas Kula, mina ngkhule medical aid child.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We were not raised rich, but my mom did the best to make sure that we have what we need.
Yeah.
And my mom nalimutu oratang go khalimela lenyatso. Even if I had 100 rand, I never, how If you knew my mom, my mom was dramatic. Like, you wouldn't tell whether we're going through the most or not. There's been times where we've attended stuff and we're just like, oh, Connie, it's 100 rand, I hope I you know, but you wouldn't even tell. You wouldn't tell because my mom was somebody who, even if you had the last 200 bucks, chicken licken. I'm chicken licken. Tomorrow, God will provide.
I'm struggling to see how you say that your mom was a community builder. Your mom was a person who planned for the afterlife so well, like you're saying, but you're saying you're still feeling alone and everybody has left you. Who has left? Because you're saying the industry has been there for her.
The industry has been there for her. Lungelo, I started acting. My mom put me in this industry when I was 6 months. I did Generations as Archie's daughter. I went up to Yizo. I went up to doing Moja Love Housemaids. I went up to doing Netflix Blood Legacy with my mom. My mom would call casting directors, Magnama. When she would go to audition and see people my age, my mom would call and say, Utando went to school. She studied drama. Here's her profile. Here's her qualifications. Can she come and audition? Not come and take her. Can she come and audition? And people would not give me that opportunity. Sometimes they would, maybe to just buy face. But just let her just come to the audition. It's not like we're going to take her anyway. I've had first-hand experience of umnyango uvalega because they said to me, "Ucelelo mamako. Your mom asked for you. Let's give the other kids a chance. You have so many opportunities." Me as Connie Chiume's daughter, it's very difficult for me to crack into this industry without me having to fight for it. Like, I have to fight times 100. Because Tina, as Black people, we have this thing, you're more. Now, I don't know why, but being Connie Chiume's daughter has not really opened doors for me.
Would you say it's closed them, actually?
50-50.
Sure.
But being Nothando, Mabuza, has opened doors. I had to be my own person. I didn't get any of my roles because of my mom. It's only when I was a child, when I was just brought into the industry. But I got a lead role because of me, because I can do accents, because I went to school for it. Then they casted me as a Zimbabwean maid. And I got a lead role because I did that. Any doors that I've broken is because of me. I own an acting school. I teach at like 4 different schools. I go there, I talk to the principal. I don't go and say, I'm Connie Chiume's daughter. I want to bring my acting school to your school. I have to say, I'm Nothando Mabuza. This is what I've done. This is my work. Because it has not helped me with anything. It hasn't.
Do you feel it's an injustice that it's not helping you?
No, I have to work for it. But I have a problem with it when umama muke wacela ukuthi ungisize kodwa wena wafika kanjani in this industry.
Whew.
There's people that, even rappers, because mind you, I rap, I act. There are people that are in this industry right now that are there because my mom made a call for them. But today, they can pass me at a club. We don't know each other, but we're sitting at the same VIP table. But it was my mom who made that call. And to my brother, they'd be different. Mahagim, I don't know. I think like, I don't know. Guess I got a target on my back. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Back to the heaviness. You said life feels empty without a mother. What gaps would your mother be filling in right now that you are lacking in?
Guidance. Wisdom. I don't know where to get wisdom. I don't know who to ask when I need to make a decision. I'm 30. I'm a landlord now. I'm officially like a mom, a single mom, you know. I don't know how to ask my daughter. I would ask my mom, I would say, Ish, how do I tell her that she's going to get a period? How did you tell me, Gonje? How did we, you know, how do I don't have anyone to go to for relationship advice. I'm making stupid mistakes because my mom was there to say, you see, yeah, listen, I've made stupid mistakes, especially in terms of my relationship. I think I hung on so long because I was trying to fill. He was the only person that I could talk to that got as close as. And so I would
substituted that love.
Yes. So then I would like just take all the bullshit because he's the only person that's there, Tando.
Sure.
I would call my mom for the stupidest thing, Lungelo. Sometimes I'm just like, man, we used to use our parents.
Yeah.
Because I'd call my mom and be like, you know, the iPhone 15 dropped? And she's like, and then? And I'm like, it's only 24K. And then it's like, okay, sharp, Connie. 2 minutes later, in man. Mama Benjan. Mama, I want to go to Afro Nation. Did I not go? I went.
That's like 100,000.
Everything I asked for, I got. And it wasn't because I was spoiled. My mom would make you work for it. So my mom would employ us. We do workshops. Even today, I'm going to stand in to do a workshop. My mom would employ us. I'd say, okay, cool. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go do an accent workshop there in that province. I'll pay your Afro Nation trip, but you doing that. So, you know, there's nobody to do that for me. Even when I just need to talk.
Yeah.
There's nobody to talk to.
Do you feel like you've lost your purpose?
I don't even know who I am. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I know fragments of myself, but like I can't really tell you what I like now. I can't tell you. I've lost interest in I haven't been to auditions like since my mom passed away. I'm just doing the acting school now because that's where she wanted me. She felt like that was what I was supposed to do because I made my most money doing that. I was seen more doing that. I know big people because of doing that. And she just felt like, you know, even on her deathbed, she said, whatever you do,
yeah.
Like, no matter what the situation is with me, you have to continue that school. Because I stopped the school when she was in hospital. She was like, no, do not stop that school. You know, so I continued with that and I stopped auditions because I just felt like it's taking too long. I've been acting for 29 and a half years. I'm tired of going to auditions. With people that didn't even go to school, people that just have followers or people that are just prettier than me. And it's just like, this industry is just too much. Like whoever ungifuna uzangifuna. Anxiety, mountain. Anxiety. And it's okay. I will create my own work like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
We've done the Connie Chiume Film Festival last week.
Yeah.
Last month, sorry.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. We're doing workshops. I am creating employment for other people.
Sure.
So it's okay. Whether I get casted or not, I'm still acting.
Do you feel like you have the burden of responsibility of continuing her legacy?
Yes. And I wouldn't call it a burden. I would say it's an inheritance. I inherited a legacy. That's big. That name is big. I can go to LA and say Connie Chiume. How many kids can say that about their parents? I can go anywhere. That name, that she left me a legacy.
Yeah.
And I have to do my due diligence and make sure that for generations and generations to come, people will know of that lady from Velkom who went on Hollywood stages, whose father walked from Malawi to South Africa. It's my responsibility.
Doesn't it take away, though, from being Nothando, because all you're doing is perhaps living in a shadow of your mom's legacy, and perhaps that's not the life you want for yourself?
You know, I feel like now, because I wouldn't say I'm completely like over my grieving, but like I feel like manje imendate yakankulunkulu iti. The only way for me would sing survive manje. Ilegacy yaka my mom. Unothando, I'm still young. It's okay. I'm still doing my own things. But into ezongiphilisa manje and put food on the table, igama la my mom. That's what's been putting food on the table. The Connie Chiume Film Festival, funded by NFVF. NAC funds the Connie Chiume business workshops. So Nothando right now, yes, let her build, but I'm patient with Nothando.
I get you.
I'm going to be patient with her. Whenever her big break will come, it will come. But my child needs to eat. I need to eat. So who left us what? My mom left us her name. She left us her jobs. That's what I have to do right now in order for me to survive.
Who betrayed you in all of this after you losing your mom?
It's too close. Yeah. I think if I had to mention that, you're going to crack isn't this thing. Yeah.
Are they family?
Yeah. Like huge betrayal.
Yeah.
Mm.
They want what you have now.
Yeah.
Of course. It's always the case. Yeah. They think it's theirs.
Yeah.
No, why should it be yours alone?
Yeah.
Why do you think you're worthy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Uma, even when she left, she made it clear, Gutsi,
yeah.
Even my siblings were divided within the companies. There's the Connie Chiume Foundation, and then there's the one that does the workshops. And my mom left my brother with this one. Then my mom left my other brother and I this one. So my mom was very like
intentional.
Yeah. So that's how we're living life now. Whatever you were told to run with that. We can't change now and say, when I'm getting up, when I'm getting up. No, we can't do that.
Where are we in the continuum of healing from the grief?
I've accepted. I think I'm just, more than anything, I crave to just know myself. Like, I feel like I need to like, angazi, I can't say let go, but there's something in me that's like, there's like a blockage. Like, I can't take in new information. I'm like clinging on to like that person. So it's very hard for me to like new things or experience new things, because it's like, no, but my mom knew me like this. I have to be like this. So I can't even like evolve in a way. So I'm struggling to find myself. But I've accepted that she's gone. I'm angry, yes. I still got a lot of anger. I still ask God, especially when I'm in situations like, now what am I supposed to do? My roof, my window, like, where am I supposed to get this money?
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
I didn't ask for this house.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for this company. It's too much, but
in the midst of anger, there's something that we hold on to. For some people, it's prayer. For some people, it's a friend, for some people it's a relationship, for some people it's a career. What's that one thing you are holding on to right now that still keeps you going?
It's a good question. I think it's my faith. It's my faith. If I speak it and I say, God, today, I don't know how I'm going to feed this child. Her school needs 3.8 for school fees. It's the 25th. I don't have this money, but God, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I know that you're going to make a plan. Like my faith is like that. Yokuthi umama bekakuthandaza the same way. So the way bowenza ngakhona mama, because somthathile,
Yeah.
it's now your responsibility
Sure.
to show up, God. I shouted God. I shouted him. When my phone starts going off, I'm at debtors. I'm like, hey, Nkulunkulu, remove these people. And then something would come up, would get a project or would get something, and then it's okay. Like my faith is that strong that if I command this cup to move, it will move. And it has only become this strong after my mom. Before my mom was like, Tandas, I'm like, I think I need therapy. I don't need prayer. But now I actually get it. Like I haven't went to therapy. I haven't. And the only way I've been able to cope is my faith.
I'll leave you with this thought as we near the end of the conversation. What if one of the consequences of losing your mom that God has turned for the good is for you to be closer to him and understand that faith in God and not in your mom is paramount?
Can I tell you something? I actually made that realization day before yesterday, because it was a year when my mom passed, on the 6th of August, because we all woke up that morning crying. And I actually realized that I actually wasn't like this when Uma was around. Maybe, and even in my relationship now, I feel like God is actually just trying to destroy that, because I feel like also I get lost. When I'm with that guy, it feels like, okay, I've got somebody now, God, I'm okay. So I feel like God just tries to, I don't have anybody that I'm close to. Ngathi uyasusa, so that my center and my core is just him. And I am letting him fill me up. Like I am so okay. As much as I came here and I said my heart is heavy, I'm okay. I'm covered.
Last but not least, Nothando, Mabuza. I want to say Chiume, then that's fine.
Yeah.
What's that one thing in life you know for sure and you're absolutely certain of?
That everybody has a purpose. And it's undeniable. And there is a higher power that drives that purpose. There is a higher power. And without that higher power, there's no glory that you're going to receive. That's one thing I know for sure. So if you're lurking and your spirit is lurking, you're going to dream and dream and dream and dream until Sikungwabi. Find your higher power. Your higher power. Your alpha.
Finding your own power. Nothando Mabuza, it's been a privilege.
Thank you so much.
The show is Engineer Your Life and I'm Lungelo KM. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to reflect on the grief perhaps that you've been through. All of us have been through grief. It may have not been as intense as a mother, but all of us have gone through grief. And please face your grief directly. I'll see you guys on the next episode.